All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol HYLN, Hyliion Holdings Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. So, Hyliion has been in a downward trend for about a month now, or even longer. Well, obviously way back here since October, but December was a month where the end of November, it was holding itself up back from those lows of $18 and it started to fall. So it hit lows here of about $15.37, and our second low that just recently got touched was $15.93. So we want to keep these two support levels in mind moving forward if the volatility persists to go in the downward direction, and we have some important resistance levels to keep in mind, which we're going to talk about in just a moment moving forward. Now, I want to say thank you to every single investor that put their input in the previous videos, confirming for me and for other investors when the warrants were going to expire. They expired on the 31st, and this is the effect we got. So on the 30th, there was actually anticipation and excitement, bringing this up, leveling off above the 50-day moving average. And on the 31st, it started to fall. Now, we want to watch this carefully. Is January, right, starting this next week on the 4th, we start trading in January of 2021. Is this going to have a reversal, or could this see newer support levels? Because this stock is, remember, SHLL, Tortoise Acquisition, merger with Hyliion. Here we are with Hyliion. They merged. And Hyliion has a product and innovation that disrupts its market, right? It's going to change things for trucks, right? And it's going to add like a hybrid mode / electric vehicle trucks. And they're able to work on existing trucks and add their technology to it. It's not like they have to build a whole entire truck, which they could do someday and make their own type of truck, but it's really interesting that they're kind of like an add-on to what already exists out there, especially regular trucks with motors, gas and diesel motors out there, and they can turn it into like a hybrid. Now, their product is great. There's potential, but they need to start building some revenue. There's no orders right now that I'm aware of, or any that have happened recently, and that is one of the things holding back investors. Like, where's the revenue? Where is this going to go? And where's your product and start selling? That's one of the biggest things that's holding this stock down. A lot of it that made it run was speculation, hope, and merger date, but there's still no revenue coming in. Now, if they start producing and they start showing that their innovation is real, there is a product, there is actually, tangible, product that can actually turn into revenue, right? That's going to attract more investors and actually get this stock rolling again. Not just through speculation and hope, but finally the innovation has become a reality and revenue is starting to be seen and orders are starting to be made. So I think that's one of the most important things right now with Hyliion. So let's go ahead and see here our support. And I look forward to seeing every single investor's sentiment right now on this due to the fact that the warrants have expired. How do you feel about it? Where do you see this going? And what do you think is the outlook moving forward? Do you think that their product will be able to start building revenue this year? Or are they still going to have some hiccups to go through? And how do you feel about their product basically being an add-on to existing trucks? Or do you think they should make their own truck? I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts down below. So we're currently at 1638. The 50-day moving average is 1643. As long as we're below it, we're in bearish territory. The moment we're above it, we're in bullish territory. And the support here is 1612. If 1612 gets broken through, your next point of reference is 1593, and you want to see how the bulls are reacting between 1612 and 1593. How quickly are they moving to newer lows because the bears are tearing it down? Or how quickly are the bulls actually reappearing and bringing this back up? You want to watch for the bulls, definitely on this one. There's a tug of war going on right now. We can clearly see it breaking through the 50-day moving average upwards, breaking through it downwards, and there's momentum here back up. So we want to watch carefully the behavior between these supports and if it crosses this first support, 1612. Now, on the other hand, the bulls want to break through the 50-day moving average, but they also want to break through resistance. And that's 1646. If they accomplish this, their next resistance level is up here at 1708. You want to keep that in mind. 1708 is the highest point before this fell and before this slight momentum building up upwards at 1646. So 1646 is the highest point reached in this candlestick, and that is the most important resistance level right now for the bulls to break through and reach newer highs. So I want every single investor to be aware of that, pay close attention to that, and I want every single investor to be aware that the bulls need to break through that and turn it into a support to work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. At the end of this video, there's going to be a pop-up video, and in that video, I will be discussing about the S&P 500 index and how it's been rising several points on scheduled dates. As you see here on the graph, these circles are the dates that the pumps have happened, and I use them as examples to show you guys how much the stocks have risen and the S&P 500 index rose on those dates. And the reason why it's rising is due to the fact that the Federal Reserve is pumping the markets. On these dates, the charts and the dates speak for themselves, as we can see it here, and I break it down into more detail in the video. But just to summarize it, on these dates, the S&P 500 rises, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with it, anywhere from 30 cents to $3 per share. I know it may not seem like a lot, but per share that does add up, and these individual ticker symbols are giving you back profits. These are profits, and like I always say, profits are profits. Whether it's $1 put into the market and you get back $2, you've put in an initial investment and you got back more than what you started with. That's what it's all about. And also in the video, I go into further detail showing you guys these dates and showing you how much it rose. Like, for example, this was one of the last pump dates, and the lowest point that it reached was down here at 35.11, and the highest point reached was 35.57. That's like a 40-point jump. And here we're seeing the same thing. It went down to 35.88, and it rose up to about, I'd say, let's see, this is all still in the same day. It rose up to about a total amount of 36.23. When you do the math, that's almost a 40 to 50 point jump, and there's individual ticker symbols rising up with this. Now, I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm just here to inform every single investor on the great news, on the opportunity to maximize profits and minimize losses. You have to do your due diligence and research, but these charts and the dates speak for themselves. I mean, this was probably one of the largest jumps that I've seen in the last couple of pumps, and it was down here at 33.02, and it rose up to about 33.88. That was an 80-point jump. There was probably ticker symbols rising up more than $3 per share on those dates. And even on these dates, there's individual ticker symbols rising more than $3 per share. Check it out, see for yourselves, and my best advice is look for ticker symbols that may be resembling the behavior of the S&P 500 index, and you'll be able to go ahead and give it a shot. Check it out. Again, I'm not there to tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything in particular. I'm not there to guarantee you profits. I'm just here to go ahead and share the information along with every single viewer and investor. The video should be popping up soon. If you haven't seen it already, pop up. There is the link down below in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.